one leech that's like kind of close.
Oh, I almost pre-potted because I forgot we were skipping. Glad I didn't.
Ooh, rip. That would have been a big rip.
I can right-click it off.
Oh, I thought it was because of the cooldown, but I guess it would get reset.
Yeah. You can pre-pot invids, but it only gets you past one pack, so it's not really worth it. Oh, somebody fucked up.
Somebody is not invisible.
Crowd control.
Don't pull yet, I have to mass.
Spread. Watch your step.
Oh my god, why is it always on the far side?
Spread.
Ooh, they died just in time.
Yeah, they got melted.
Yeah.
Spread.
I've also learned that I need to be way more like free with my CDs when they're alive. Like I just use everything to keep the group full because then they focus on doing damage and not like casting a flash heal or something, you know?
Yeah.
So I just use up everything and then I just like actually trickle heal people for this phase.
Well, as long as people don't get hit, there's not a lot of damage in this phase.
Yeah, there's really not. It's only when the bulls come out and they don't need a CD as long as they don't stand in the sand afterwards.
Man, the sand, I can I can stand in the sand to like drop like a new sand. Like it's, oh fuck. Okay, somebody got it.
I cannot. One tick is
Yeah.
half of my health.
Yeah. It actually like I know I have a lot of magic mitigation, but it still shocks me at how little damage it does.
Yeah.
It's like it literally is like nothing. It doesn't even, I don't even notice the damage usually. I think the absorb shield from my helm enchant like offsets it.
Oh shit.
I think that's like literally it. It just totally absorbs it. It's actually a pretty decent absorb shield, and it happens like all the time. Like I get it so often.
I need to get this shaman to make you lead. It's like fucking with my brain.
Oh yeah, I love using a health pot and it's doing nothing to my HP. Fort and my tier set buff, I have 1.78 million health, not in meta.
Who needs
Health
meta?
potion,
That's more than
155k. Like yeah, I get, because I get 10% for from my tier set. Stacking 2% health, damage, and healing, stacking up to 5 every time I hit a target that has fiery or sigil of flame on it, which is almost up 100% of the time. So. Just this leech I usually pull, but it's gonna fucking it was too close. It cleaved into the other one. Sometimes it's like it's usually over a little further and it's fine.
For this route, we can only leave 4 leeches. So whichever 4 you want to skip.
Oh yeah,
Before
right.
skipping the
Okay,
dragon.
that's right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's right. I haven't been skipping the first pack in these pugs, so for adding me to that.
Yeah, I normally skip
the 2 at the end.
Yeah, the
And
end
then
ones,
just
and then
find some other ones to
there's
not
2
pull.
in the very middle that are pretty easy to skip without like getting pulled on accident. Over by where Nostromo is running around, or Chromie.
Yeah, over there, like
Yeah.
right here. There's 3 even right there that are easy to skip, but I can try and pull one.
Dispel.
Oh, those are the 2 I meant actually, but
Oh, okay. I'll pull all those then.
Yeah, just because it's a 3-pack, otherwise we skip 5. And MDT, so this is something to tell you, MDT for this dungeon is wrong. It says you can skip 5, the percent works out, and when you get to the end, you're 1% short. So
Oh,
you can
I
only
was
skip
looking at it
4.
and it says you
Shockwave.
can skip 4 when I looked at it.
Well, then they might have fixed it. The
Dispel.
last time I have a video of us not timing this because of MDT. And like we all, like I pull up MDT at the end and like triple check and like everybody else does too, and it's not right. We were 1% short with 5 leeches alive.
Because I haven't looked at it in about a week or two, but it said, like, I remember at the time somebody, I don't know if it was you or somebody was telling me we could only skip 2 leeches, and then I realized that the route was like 2%
Yeah,
over.
there's
so.
a leech in one of the pulls that for some reason isn't auto selected, even though it's part of the pull.
Yeah, I noticed
so
that, so I
if
fixed
you-
that on.
Okay,
on the
well if
poll
you
that you guys
fix
linked
that
over.
one, then it becomes 5%, 5 leeches. It becomes 5% over if you do the whole room.
Yeah, I think I noticed that, and then I clicked on it manually. I was like,
Okay,
oh,
yeah,
right,
it
this one is
shouldn't
not-
have worked out to 4 unless they fixed it between when I did the key and when you looked at it. It should have worked out to 5. I'm 100% sure. The entire group looked at it and we all came to the same conclusion.
Yeah,
Like,
it must have been fixed by the time I looked at it. It was probably like the last like week or so, maybe.
yeah, I think we did this on Tuesday, so maybe if it was like Wednesday,
Shockwave.
because it's Monday now, so that would be almost a week. But it sucked because we had to go back and kill the dragon because it's the nearest trash pack that you can pull. Like there's nothing else, and you can't get back past it going
Yeah.
the wrong direction. And we were 45 seconds over after.
Oh, that's so bad. Oh,
Yeah.
that sucks. Literally
Yeah,
cuts your
MTT owes
timer.
us a time 24.
That's unfortunate.
We had some other mistakes, so it wasn't the only thing that could have made the timer, but it definitely was the reason we didn't time it. Like, it was a reason we didn't time it. I need to drink. Can we kill these?
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Thank you.
The last group, we had a demon hunter that just fucking like casted Sigil of Flame half a second before the boss like was attackable, and it
Got
just went
red and
off
died.
like immediately. yeah, and I was like, dude, like there's no way I could have even taunted that quickly. Like I was trying to pick up the boss as soon as it came available, and it's still just his Sigil of Flame was like
It was like
perfectly
so
timed.
perfectly, like
Yeah,
the second.
the like millisecond the boss was alive, it was out. I'm like, okay, well, then we had to B-res him. At the end of the boss, he's like, okay, well, I learned my lesson there. I'm like, I hope you did.
Target you.
We had another person die later, and then we couldn't B-res them, and the boss kind of took a while, but we still, it was only an 18, so we still 3-chested it. It's an easy key on a lower level.
Oh, double demon
Watch
hunter.
your
Big confusion. I'm like, wait, this one's caged. I'll switch targets. Ah, that one's caged too.
No, I just have a secret
Double
talent
cage,
that
yeah.
nobody knows about. That it's like you have to like scroll off onto your
It's
second
called,
monitor, and there's a hidden talent over there in the tree, and you just
Called
yeah.
corporal punishment or something.
Yeah, that's it. Sounds right.
God, I hate this boss.
Watch your
I'm guessing
If
it's
it
like
would just
the part
give
where you have to
you-
move during this stuff, right? Like, is this the part that fucks you?
No,
like,
I
moving
can
during
catch
this
up on healing on this pretty easily just by like getting in the slow section and casting a few spells. The problem is really like the rot damage when the debuff is out
target you.
is like very high, and then I'm expected to like be like, look at how low everybody is.
Yeah,
Like, that guy's
that's-
probably gonna die. Now he used an immunity. Like, I'm healing. I swear to God, I'm healing. But like, it's just
Watch your
Yeah, it's big damage. I've noticed those things do fucking huge.
Yeah,
Oh,
they-
I didn't really notice the dot portion when it's on them, but I
Yeah,
always notice when it goes
the
off.
dot
everyone's
portion
like,
is the problem. If it was only the initial hit, then I would have enough time between the dispel and the auto detonate
Target
to catch up. But like currently, I don't have enough time.
oh,
Yeah,
oh
and
my
then
goodness.
that
Like,
happens if one person dies with the debuff. You're just like fucked.
watch
that.
your
Okay, you can CC. Should I res someone?
Oh
Do
god.
we have one? Yeah, we have a res. I can,
No, it's fine. It's only 8 mil.
Okay.
I got hit by a
I
ball,
can-
which leaves the
I can
dodge,
solo this boss, so
Yeah.
even on this difficulty.
Just make
like,
sure you're in light when you expire. Maybe drop darkness.
I did, but guess he didn't get it. Oh, he onked.
Yeah.
Watch your
Yeah, I think he got it for one hit. No, he didn't. Got both hits. Unfortunate.
Yeah, it's only 30%.
He has his potion available, like, and his defensive. Like, I just don't understand people. I didn't panic, bro. I hit one ball.
You run into balls.
Oh, he meant a timer for the dragon. Okay, yeah.
2, 1.
Scary.
Yeah, it is. We made it. The last key, I made it through, like, somebody got in combat, and then I made it through the portal, and then I got in combat on the other side. Like, when I was down here, I'm like, what? And then I guess, like, the mob just, like, couldn't figure out how to make it over here, so it just eventually reset, and I got out of combat, and then updated the graveyard for everyone. I was really worried, because I was, like, the only one alive. I was like, holy shit, I hope this doesn't, like, screw me over.
Snap to you, yeah.
Yeah, snap to me, yeah. But thankfully it did not. Can I pull both or no?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. That sounded like you weren't quite sure, so I was
No,
like,
I
all
did
right, well.
both on the 24. But
Okay.
I'm just not as familiar with this group's damage, so I was thinking about it. I think it should be fine.
Watch your step.
It's not a dissimilar group to what we run, actually. Is it just you're different than a Pally thing? You do more damage than a Pally
Watch your
thing, though,
step.
so
Oh yeah,
should be
yeah.
better.
I slap on these groups, like these two packs. Like sometimes I'll even, when I'm playing the other spec, I'll sometimes be like top DPS on this group.
You were number 2 until like just now. Like
Yeah,
the shaman
yeah.
barely caught up to you.
Whenever I have Fiery Brand and I can do my
Watch
double
your
stack Sigil of Flame, and then the 50% increased fire damage from Fiery Brand, it does so much damage. Sigil of Flame, like 50% of my damage.
Should be fine to pull both of these too. I didn't use anything on the last one, except Shadow Beam a couple times.
Watch your step.
I don't know what it is, but this pack, like the other pack, when I pull it, it's fine. I just use Demon
Watch
Spikes
your
and I
step.
grab it and it's good. But on this pack, I usually have to use meta. It's like, I never understand why. It's like the same pack, but
Watch your
I
step.
always take more damage, so I've learned to just use meta when I'm going in. Or Fell Devastation right away if I don't have meta.
Watch your step.
Like one time in a 20, before I learned that yesterday.
You just went in
I
natty and
just-
died.
yeah, I died,
Watch
yeah.
your step.
Yeah. I was like, oh my god, I've never seen that happen before, okay.
Watch your step.
I just figured like, oh, it's a 20, like I've done a higher than 20 on Fortified and it was fine, but I think I meta. And I was like, I don't think I need to do
Yeah,
it
you
here,
might have
whatever.
meta, and also like I might have been healing.
Yeah, you
Watch
probably were, yeah.
I know last week we were doing them both together on Fortified, and I was like, it'll be fine, and then like one person would die. And you're like, well, it was almost fine.
It was almost fine, yeah. And let's just wait for this to despawn. Okay.
Watch your step.
Why don't you help us mop it up, Chromie? Put your back into it. Come on now.
Shockwave. Watch your step.
sometimes I have to do what you were doing, where you were running away from the tank. Like sometimes I have to run away from somebody who's
Yeah,
trying to
'cause
give
they're
it to me
trying to
too
give it
early.
too early, yeah.
It's like, yeah, I've had people go, "What the fuck? Why are you
Watch
running
your
away from
step.
me?" Like they'll die. They'll like they'll walk through like a puddle or something and die. I'm like, dude, you're giving it to me like 10 seconds too early. What do you want me to do?
Watch your step.
Dude, I
Nice,
got
it's on
totally-
you and me, so this one will be fine.
Excellent.
Step.
Sort of behind
AoE
you.
incoming. Watch your step.
A lot of people left this phase, and like, I know why, and it's because it sucks, but like, the third phase is not fun either.
Yeah, wait. So like, but why? Wait, why do people less this? Like, isn't the
Because
third one worse?
the third one is worse, but it's like there's less crap on the ground. There's less accidental ways to die. Like this one is really like you can just die because whoops, I hit a tornado. Whoops, I touched the fucking poop
I
on the
see.
ground. Or yeah,
Okay.
like, I'm not agreeing with it. I don't. When we're in the little group, I'm like, no, don't lust this shit. Learn how to do it properly, and then lust the hard phase.
Yeah, that's. I've only seen it a few times, but I guess we did do it here too. So, but yeah, usually, most of the time, people use it on the third phase. But yeah, I don't know. I have had groups that like just cannot get through that second phase. Like they just are terrible. Like even though I know what I'm doing, that's not enough. Like
Right.
Dragon. There we go. Oh my god! It didn't even come all the way out of the fucking goo.
Oh,
Oh my god!
Fire.
I love that. I gotta give this someone. I absolutely hate it when the one that doesn't move finally moves and doesn't come out of the crap. Like just did there. Like
Yeah.
okay, finally. Holy shit.
Right reclamation in a second if you can get a hold of the dot.
I have it.
Okay, nice. I can't tell what's going on. I'm just healing.
Nah, it's good.
I pay attention to the debuff when I have it. Like, just the rest
that
of you
was
better know
helpful
what
that
you're doing.
That was helpful that you called it out because I didn't realize it was going to clear so soon. The key levels I've been doing, it's almost always dead before the clear. So.
Well, and you're also lusting. That's like, it would be dead if you
yeah.
had lusted it.
Yeah. And even if we don't, like, I've been doing a lot of like 17 to 20s, so.
Oh yeah. Oh true.
Like,
yeah,
it's
you might not
dead
even
anyway,
have
like-
lust for that boss.
Yeah,
Depending
sometimes
on how
depends
well
on if we lusted on the first boss, then usually we have it. But sometimes people lust the second boss and hold it until then, and I'm like, why?
Yeah.
Just learn to do the boss.
Yeah, that's what's crazy to me is that even if that DK was right about like that only being a strategy for like 29s, like fucking we're doing a 24 or 25, like clearly we're trying to push. Like that's past the point where people are just doing the key for vault. Like they're trying to get score.
well
so
past
learn
that
the
point,
fucking correct way to do it.
Yeah, what a crazy argument in a 25. Like
that's insane
Jesus.
to me. Insane. I kept the VOD because I'm considering posting it just to flame the guy, like, or at least clipping the boss. Like, it made me so mad.
And then he left.
Yeah, like when we had time.
guy,
Like
man.
literally, okay, even if you think that like it's that you should be able to do it however you want to do it, and like that everyone else is wrong. If everyone else in the key wants to do it a certain way, don't you concede? Like,
Yeah, yeah.
like even if I think I'm right in raid, like if the entire raid group is like, no, I want to do it this other way, then I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. Like, fuck.
I've noticed before that I think it's like this tank brain thing that like
Yeah,
some
the
tanks
tank
have where,
is in charge
like, you're
no matter
always
what.
like you're in charge and you're always right. Like
Yeah.
there's some tanks that just they cannot
Right,
accept
just like that
someone else
fucking-
knows something that they don't.
That tank that we had last raid tier that you had to like replace.
Oh yeah,
Because he just left. He's just standing and shit. He's like, I need to parse. Like, it's Prague! Get out of the bleed! Bro.
Watch your step.
There, my one stop the entire dungeon was useful. I stopped that chrono melt, don't worry, Shaman.
Excellent.
Not like you have
Bravo.
your kick available or anything, Shaman. I'll do it.
Watch your step.
I'm trying to imagine what it must be like to have so few stops. It's my brain can't process it.
biggest
I have more
complaint.
stops than is even ethical.
Biggest complaint of the class, and then they took away, like, we had a little knock, and they just took that away too. Like, okay, cool.
Yeah, didn't you guys have? Yeah, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Was, I can't remember what it was called, but you guys used to have a talent
Something
that was like
light, I don't know. Like, it was
yeah,
just a little
wasn't it like
boop.
a wasn't it like a target on the target on an enemy and then it knocks everything away, or target on
Yeah,
a
target on
and it
an
knocks
ally.
yeah, it
yeah.
knocks everything away from them. Yeah.
Yeah, it was actually,
have
I really...
that anymore?
No, it's in the holy PvP talents, and that's it. So it's no longer a PvE
What?
talent at all. It's only holy and only PvP. It was a really interesting mechanic too, to like target someone else and they're the source of your knockback. Like, you could use it on yourself, obviously. It was, yeah, and
cool,
it
yeah.
shared a node with the reduced fear cooldown, so you didn't lose anything by taking it. You just lost reduced fear cooldown, which is like, oh yeah, just don't use astral.
Absolute.
Cool, it's fine. I'll just pain sup you. It's not like I need those for anything. Oh, okay, now he used it. Does he realize that the dot is what does the damage? Like, not the fucking AoE? Odd.
I had a druid that was in one of these keys yesterday that or the day before yesterday actually, and he was insisting that the dot that comes out before the soak, he was insisting that like the dot only came out because I didn't soak in my circle properly. He's like, tank, you didn't soak. I'm like,
It's an
that's what this
entirely different mechanic.
he
If you
linked the
don't
mechanic
soak,
in
you
chat.
just wipe. But like,
And I'm like, okay, like, yeah, and I'm like, yeah, so I'm like, okay, no, I definitely soaked, but whatever, okay. And then but that was our second wipe. The
depending
wipe
on how
before
much
that-
time you had, I would have just been like, I'll show you what happens when I don't soak, and I would have just jumped out of the fucking thing, and it just insta-wipes the group. Like,
Well, we'd already wiped, so I just wanted to kill it. We wiped previously to that because only I CC'd the two Incorporeals. No one CC'd the other one, even though we had 4 people, including said druid, who could have done so, and another DH who had imprisoned that he'd used it before. And then we wiped after that wipe where he blamed me on the dot, and we wiped 2 more times, and both of them were because of nobody CCing Incorp. Like, it was every time it's just I CC it, and the other 3 people that had been doing it the whole dungeon just don't even do it. They're right next to it. They just keep kicking it instead. And I'm like, how do you guys not have your CC? Like, and then I just left. I'm like,
surely
fuck
he
this.
immunes. No, just not gonna push up at him. Okay, well, that guy's fucked. Oh well, maybe not with darkness.
I don't think.
Oh,
I've
he
ever...
finally pressed blur. What is with these people pressing the fucking CD on the... Oh my god, like literally you're just not doing it right. The fucking dot does like just absolutely nutty damage, and they're like, let me just only click my cooldown after the dot is off.
I think I honestly, to be fair, like I didn't even know that dot was a thing until
but you're
that
not
day with the
yes,
druid.
it can't
it's
go
like,
on you. Like,
because when people usually die, it's during the soak, but I think it's because of like it's the dot and the
dot,
soak. Like,
yeah, there's an overlap of the two, but then also like the dot has gotten you low while you're soaking.
yeah, but people just see people dying during the soak, and they're
And
like,
think
oh, it's
that
the soak.
yeah, I guess that makes sense. But
Right.
whatever. Know how to do the mechanics by the time you get to this key level. For your role, like it's excusable that you don't know how to do the fucking thing that doesn't go on you. Like,
It never goes on me. Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, I used that too early. Oh well, I got meta.
yeah, see, he scales. That's correct. Look at how much less damage he's taking now.
Ah, yes. Excellent. I have died during the tank soak. Like if I did, like Sometimes, even if I don't use a cooldown, it seems to just do not much damage to me, but sometimes it just wrecks me. So I try to save Fell Devastation, but if I don't, then if I mess up, then I'll just use Meta or Fiery Brand.
This phase is so cool because with the extended haste, I can get out 2 Mindbenders simultaneously. Because every smite reduces the cooldown, and like every penance increases the duration, so I can literally get out like multiple Mindbenders.
Oh yeah, I can do crazy shit there too. Like when I'm playing the double Sigil of Flame stacking build, I can have 2 of them going and they never fall off. They just, like, my Immolation Aura ticks every like 0.6 seconds and it increases the duration by 0.5 seconds every time it ticks. Let's see. No loot. Gold. Love it. 10 points though.
I got 4.
I had a, now fall is like far and away my best key. I have a 23 on both weeks. I only have a 23 on either week in 2 other keys.